Hey guys, MJ here from Nitecore Singapore. Today we're going to look at the new Nitecore LR60. Alright, how they combine 5 tools into one ultimate lantern light. Alright, and how it stacks up against other similar lanterns. Okay, so if you're here watching this, then you're probably looking for a light that you can place or hang or stick somewhere so you can get work done with both your hands. Okay, so the thing with lantern lights is easy to make, right? Many brands will just pop a diffuser over a LED and then just call it a day, right? And it's done. But the biggest problem with this approach is glare. Okay, so earlier lights like the LR30 here, right, which is this one, had this problem because it's an all-round design, right? So when you turn on the light, depending on where you place it, you always have the light in your eye, right? So now from the camera you can see that, hey, this is in, if you even have put it on the table here, you can see the glare. It's always in your eye. I have to push it away from you, then no, it's okay. If you place it outside of your working vision, for example, if I'm looking here and then I place it here, which is away from me, it's okay, but you can see the glare. So if you're looking at me and you're working, so if I place it here, so there's no glare on you, right? So you see the difference? So let's say you're working on something in front, right? And you can't put the light to the side because my hands are going to block the light, so there's going to cast a shadow on what I'm looking on. So I have to put the light in front here and then do the work. But then now I have a light directly in my face, right? So there's no way to aim it because all-round design. I can sort of tilt it in front like this, but it's not the most efficient thing. If this was uneven, you just roll away like this, right? So your light should never work against you, always for you. So even putting a little glare in your eyes like this is working against you because it reduces your efficiency. Over time, your eyes are gonna get fatigued, you're gonna get a retina burn mark. As you look away, you can see the glare in your eyes. So it's not efficient, right? That's when a work light like this comes in handy. I can point it wherever I want, right? Front, back, and then I can work on something in front and I won't have glare coming back on me, right? But when I want to light up a whole room, you can only always point it a specific direction. So you sort of have to choose between either the work light or lantern light, or you just got to bring them both. Then when you need to find your way back after you're done with your work, you need to use another light, like let's say the MH11, to sort of find your way back because this pushes light out in front only, right? You can see better. So why can't I have a light that's flexible enough? Everything, right? These 3 tools like this. Of course, knowing Nitecore, they listen, they observe, and they got feedback from user. So lights like the LA10 and LR12 were created, right? This is how the LA10 looks like. It's a lantern light. So if you twist this, right, a lantern comes out. So let's turn it on. You see how it looks like. 1, 2, 3. So right now I have light out the front, and then if I need a lantern 360, I just turn it, and then you have a 360 lantern light, right? The same with the bigger brother, the LR12. Same logic, right? Flashlight in front. If you want lantern light, just twist and then the whole thing comes up like this. But they still aren't fully directional, right? It's really only out the front or lantern. I can't have full, complete control of where I want to point it. So how do we push it even further to make the ultimate work or camping light? So that's where the new LR60 comes in, right? It's a 5-in-1 tool that solves all of the earlier problems that I mentioned and more, right? So here's how it works. When you first get the light, you have to add your batteries in. So squeeze these levers on both sides here to detach the diffuser. Alright, so the highest capacity that fits in these are 21700 5000 milliampere batteries, which you will get 2 free when you order the LR60 from us. So keep watching till the end to get the coupon code. So in case you're wondering, yes, it does work with just one battery like this. You can also use older 18650 batteries like this, right, with the included battery magazine here, right? So when you pop a 18650 in, it's exactly the same size as a 21700 battery. For context, if you've never seen these kind of batteries before, this is the size comparison between a 21700 and a Energizer AA, okay? It's almost 3 times the size. That's why you get such incredible runtime. When you use batteries in this LR60, just don't mix different battery types. So you cannot use a 18650 and a 21700 together like this. Pop this in on one side and another 2170 on the other side. While this is open, you can see the 3 LEDs on each side here, right, for a total of 9 LEDs. This setup is how you get full directional control over your light. Right, to turn it on, just press and hold both yellow buttons here and here. Press and hold. This to prevent switching it on by accident. If something presses on it in your bag on one side, right, it wouldn't activate. You need to press both sides for it to activate. Once it's on, to change brightness, just click on the button to cycle through 3 brightness levels up to 280 lumens. Okay, so this is full brightness at 280 lumens. This is down to 6, and one more up is I think 75 lumens. Alright. To control the direction, just press and hold. Right, so now you can choose whether it's only one side on. Press and hold again. This is side and top on, and the back is not on. Okay, and press and hold again, and then now all lights are on all angles. Alright, the runtime and max brightness for all 9 LEDs turn on is 16 hours. So if you only use 3 LEDs on the side, you can effectively double the runtime into, let's say, 32 hours. So that's incredibly long. Alright, the LA30 also does around 280 lumens, but it caps out at 4 hours. Right, so the LR60 has 8 times the runtime. These are also high CRI LEDs, which means if you're looking at the red wire, it's going to look red and not purple because it does not give out a blue tint like most other LEDs. This also means it's easier on the eyes over long periods if you are using this to read or do detailed work. Alright, so to turn it off again, just press and hold both buttons, and then you're set. To put back the diffuser, make sure you slide it in until you hear a loud click here. Alright, so now you realize this replaces a lantern light like the LR30, you know, a work light, because you now have directional control, and also a front-facing light, right? Because now you have the top LED for navigation, right? When you need to get home or anything like this, you can literally point this forward and use this as a flashlight. Okay. On top of directional lighting, you can also hang it with the loop here, right? Add a carabiner or hero clip, and you can hang this on anything. Okay. The base is also magnetic. Here there are 2 very strong magnets here, so you can stick it to vehicles, server racks, and more. The magnet is strong enough to hold its own weight. There, like this, with 2 full batteries in there. But just having full directional control doesn't make it the ultimate lantern light. So what really pushes it is the charging and power bank function. So this is where it starts to solve problems you didn't even know you had, especially for travelers and campers. This is essentially a 10,000 milliampere power bank, just like the MPB2, right? This is a 10,000 milliampere power bank. Yet another thing it replaces. So you can charge your phone or other USB devices. So here's the hidden USB ports under this waterproof flap. Once you open it up, you can see the USB-C on top in and the USB-A out. Okay. So for instance, if I'm going to charge a Tip SE light, right, there you go. So now it's charging the Tip SE and I can still turn on the light. So depending on what's the power drain of the device you're charging, you may turn on the light. So a low drain device like, let's say, earphones or this Tip S, you can charge your device and still have it at maybe half brightness. If I try and push it to full brightness, right, it drops down to low again because there's not enough current to support it on high lumens and still charge something. But a high drain device like, let's say, an iPhone, right, the LR60 will switch to 18 watts fast charging out, and the light cannot be used, right? Once it's charging something, you can see the blue indicator on the top of the light over here. So it's a bit dim here. I'm just gonna remove it so you can see there. Alright, this is the blue indicator to show that this is being used as a power bank. No, but you said 5-in-1 on the title. So what is the 5th tool? Right, it also doubles as a 18650 or 21700 battery charger, like the UI2. This is a UI2 battery charger. So this is yet another thing that this replaces. So that means if you're on a travel or camping trip and you're using the MH12S, you know, which uses the same 21700 battery, this doubles as a backup charger. Right, but why do I need a backup charger for? You might have heard the phrase 2 is 1, 1 is none. So here's a painful real-life example that happened to one of our clients some time back. He was going on a 10-day African safari tour. He brought his new Leica camera and the long lenses to capture everything. But on the 2nd day, his camera charger died. Right, and for the rest of the trip, he couldn't take a single photo. So since then, he always packed 2 of each essential. It could be batteries, chargers, anything that you know might break or ruin your trip or compromise your safety, bring 2. Alright, so that's the beauty of this LR60. It functions as so many items All you need is 2 of these and you have multiple backups for charger, power bank or light source. So how about emergency blackouts or long camping trips where you don't have access to power? Right, this can be charged by a solar panel or a portable power station via the USB-C port here, the one on top. Then you just swap the batteries out with your flashlight to keep everything charged during the day and then use it at night. If you connect this to a QC fast charging port, it will take around 4.5 hours to fully charge the two 5000 mAh batteries. You can also charge and have the light on at the same time for uninterrupted lighting. Right, so here I'm charging the LR60 with a SEL10 power bank. Alright, it's plugged in. So you can see when it's charging, you will see the blue light indicator flashing a slow blink. When it's fully charged, this blue light will be a constant on. Right, so when it's plugged in, I can still turn it on all the way up to second level brightness. If you try and push it to the last mode, too bright here, it will step down again. Alright, there is also beacon and SOS modes if you're truly stuck in an emergency, or if you just need a blinker marker to stop someone walking off a steep drop at a campsite, right? This has happened before. When it's off, just press and hold both buttons all the way to it's on. Now it's beacon, and then now it's SOS, 3 long, 3 short. Alright? Then you can just leave it anywhere, hang it anywhere, you know, for a very, very highly visible marker, right? But is it waterproof? IP66 rating means it's splash proof, so it's okay to leave it in the rain. If you drop it into a river or a pool, it can hold for a while, but it's best to quickly retrieve it before any water gets in. Again, this is not for diving, but if you want to use this on a diving or fishing boat, right, it's perfect. So here's how it looks like when you dunk it in the water. Okay, again, watch for bubbles. If you really drop it in a pool or what, just quickly retrieve it, alright? There. So it does hold its own for a while. You can see that there's no bubbles coming out of the light. It can, and it's a very good seal actually. Look at that. Alright? There. Still works. Wait, but wasn't there a LR50 that came out before? Yes, here's how it looks like. This is the LR50. It is smaller than the LR60, right? Look, it's shorter as well. Because it could only work with the 18650 size batteries, and that limited the capacity to only 7000 mAh, right? The LR60 uses bigger batteries, the 21700. That's how you get the much higher capacity, alright? Other than that, the construct is the same. They do have the 9 LEDs all around, but in a much sturdier construction. Okay, they've improved on the durability and the structure and all that. The LR50, if you really drop it hard, sometimes the plastic inside might crack, like you see here. Right, so they've made multiple improvements to the structure and construct of the LR60. There you have it. There's nothing else on the market like the LR60 that does so many things in one piece of gear, right? Directional lighting, flexible mounting, magnet, right? Power bank, plus battery charger for the modern 21700 batteries. One of these replaces all of these, right? The power bank, a charger, a lantern light, a work light, and a front-facing flashlight, and that is what makes this the ultimate lantern light, right? So imagine just having 2 of these on your next trip or around your workplace or home for emergencies. If you use these as your main work light, as many of the maintenance guys have done, just put one in your glove box and one in your toolbox, rotate it throughout the week, and you'll be far more efficient in whatever task you're trying to accomplish. Right, some even use this as a baby room night light, right? So they just have it on one direction, face it against the wall, so it's a soft and cozy lighting which is not glaring at all. So if you're already carrying around any kind of lantern light like this, I'm quite sure it doesn't have the runtime that this can give you. So why waste space in your bag? Pick up one of these and double or triple the runtime of whatever you're using now, and carry less gear while you're at it, right? All of this. These are all in stock now at nitecorelights.com. Links to buy are in the description below. They are 119 Singapore dollars, and if you buy online from us, we're also throwing the 2 free 5000 mAh batteries, which are worth $78, but from Nitecore, and you get it free. Alright, you can also pay in 3 installments of $39. So imagine just $39 today, and you can upgrade your current gear with a multi-function 5-in-1 LR60 and replace all your other single function gear, right? So this is the best launch special promo for the new LR6 that isn't available anywhere else. Alright, don't waste it. As usual, this comes with a bulletproof warranty and money back guarantee, so there's no reason why you shouldn't take advantage of this crazy offer. Alright, so that's it. If you'd like to see more videos like this where we recommend the best lights and tools for your work or adventures, hit subscribe below and I will see you on the next one. Alright, MJ signing out.